This is the worst advice that professionals keep repeating when it comes to presentations, and that is, don't use animations and transitions in your professional presentations. And you've probably been told that because it doesn't look professional or you don't have to use it in a business context. Well, I'm telling you that these people probably don't know what they're talking about. So if you want to present with more impact and really don't look like a beginner, I'm going to show you 3 creative ways of how you can use it in a professional setting that really amplifies your message and you will jump out from all of the other presenters. Hi, my name is Sander and I'm Microsoft PowerPoint MVP, and I help people like you become expert communicators in PowerPoint. Now, for some reason, people have started talking about animations and transitions and labeling them as unprofessional in business context. Now, I think it's actually ruining your presentations if you're not using them. Now, here's what most people get wrong. When they think of transitions and animations, they sort of think about this origami effect, or they think about the paper crumble. And this is what's given transitions and animations a very bad reputation in PowerPoint, because people just strip them entirely and they think it's unprofessional to use them. So here's the key takeaway that you need. Without transitions, you sort of have separate slides and it becomes a presentation very fast. But with transitions, you can sort of connect them to one another and it gives an experience to the audience and your message is way more likely to stick. So you have to understand how to take transitions and use them in a professional way in a business context. And that takes your presentation skills to the next level. And that's where you really excel and amplify your message. Now, the problem were never the transitions on their own. It was that they were not used in a proper way. And there's one golden rule that you have to follow. And that is, use transitions when they add value, not for decoration and not for style, only to support and amplify your message. And once you know this and start to apply this, well, you will actually amplify your message. So let's have a look at 3 ways of how you can use them in a very cool way. And number 1, that is going to be showing progress. Now, here's what most people do when it comes to timelines, for example. They put everything on the slide, they put an arrow, and then on top and below the arrow, they sort of put all of their content. Now, here's what happens when you do that. Well, first, it becomes very hard to present. It also becomes very hard to remember for the audience and sort of know what they're looking at. So it's missing all of the points there. Now, here's the fix that you can do. You can add a timeline and you can sort of reveal them point by point. So let's say you start with these 4 points, which you explain very clearly. And then once you click, you use the push transition and sort of expand that slide. And you go to the next point very carefully and intentionally. And you control the pace of which the information is released to the audience. And you sort of connect that to your storyline. And that just makes it so much more impactful. Now, the cool thing is you can expand this for however long you like. So you don't have to use 2 slides only. You can increase it with multiple slides at a time. And that just gives you that control over the audience. And it also steers the attention of the audience. And that is a very important rule, that you keep the audience's attention while showing, for example, progress. Now, the second thing is that you can use it to structure your content. Now, here's a trap that a lot of people fall into when they have a lot of content, is that they put everything on the slide. And I know sometimes you need to have a lot of content, but you can still do it in a smart way. What happens is they have a lot of content on the slide and it looks very messy and cluttered. But what we can do is we can use a very smart animation to sort of bring structure in it. And you can see how it certainly clears out the message. And if you use this to present it in a smart way, well, you can start with that chaotic phase and you can use that transition to bring clarity to your slides, not only for yourself, but also for the audience to follow along. And this is something which is very memorable, and that you can go from a chaotic state to a very clean and defined state that is very easy to follow and will also be remembered by the audience very fast. And that is very important because they can feel the clarity. And if they see that transformation happening in real time, they're way more likely to remember what you've been telling and the message that you want to put in. It just turns that cognitive overload into a very satisfying reveal and transformation, and that will stick with the audience. Now, a third one is indicating change. And this is also a super powerful one. That could be done in, for example, a before and an after state. It could be done with old and new context, or maybe just a problem and a solution that you have. And most presenters, they'll probably put it on different slides or next to each other. But what we can do is we can have the animation do the work for us and do that sort of a reveal for us. Let's say we have a plan, a blueprint of a building that we have, and we want to sort of show the final release. Well, what we can do is we can use a simple animation to sort of give that transition extra effect. We can also use it in another way where we have the outside of a product, but we want to reveal the inside of a product. Well, we can use that animation in the same way to sort of amplify that message for us and make it memorable for the audience. And that is what is so crucial here. You don't want to just tell them that there's change, you want to show it and you want to make them feel it. And that is what's important. So these are 3 very simple ways to apply transitions to show, for example, progress, structure, or change, and it really amplifies your message and it shows that you're in control of your presentation. And it's really these techniques that take your presentation skills to the next level. And that is exactly why I made my program about transitions and animations in PowerPoint for a professional context. So if you're interested in that and you want to learn how to amplify it for your message every single time so you can stand out and become the best presenter there is, well, just look at the link in the description and you'll find all of the information you need there. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in the next video.